Welcome to episode 9, and I've been away for a while, as you know, but I am back. And what I'm doing today is I'm mounting this box. I'm going to mount the second box, and I'm going to mount the frequency counter, and we're going to get all this put together up here. And then we're going to flip it over and do all the wiring on the bottom side. So just to run you through what I'm doing, I have a jack installed here. This is for a 9-volt power supply that's going to power this frequency counter. I'm not going to leave it all the time plugged in, right? I only need this when I set the channel. So what I'll do is after I'm done setting it, I'll just unplug it, and I don't have to worry about it. But if I ever want to adjust it again, I can just plug it in. So I'm not going to build a 9-volt power supply in here. It doesn't make any sense. This wire here, I have it running right through the box. It goes right to this tuning capacitor, and it will mount right here, behind here. And then the second wire that goes to the power I have right here through the chassis. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to connect this. I've got these holes drilled and they're countersunk. I'm going to use these standard deck screws. I'm going to mount this down. After I get that in place, then this box goes on top, and I'll run a screw through the bottom of this box right here into the top. And then you'll see here I installed a potentiometer, and it's a 2K potentiometer. If you look at the schematic right there, it calls for that. And I've got that mounted right under here. And then we'll do all of our wiring. Okay? So let me get started on that, and I'll come back and show you progress. And then I'll tell you about my trip when I get back. Just to show you every step of the way, I've got these screws installed, and I've got the 2 wires coming out that connect to the meter. One goes to the B- ground rail, and one goes to the signal. Okay? Let's proceed. Okay, we have the second box installed. And you'll see I just simply drill 2 holes and put in 2 Phillips head screws. They're not too long, so I don't have to worry about them coming down through this cover and hitting this tuning cap. And you'll see this tuning cap turns nice and free. So the next step is to permanently mount the meter and do the connections. And also connect it to this potentiometer. And then we're going to do the same thing up here. We're going to drill a hole here and here, countersink screws, and this is done. So let me do that. Okay, so let me show you how I have this wired. This blue wire goes down to the B- rail, and it goes to the negative side of this meter, which is on this side right here. The positive side of the meter goes up to the wiper on this pot, the center, right there. And then the purple wire here, I'll show you on the diagram. The purple wire is right here. It comes off of pin 8 on the 6L6G. Comes right here. Alright, so purple, right there. So I've got all that soldered in. Everything's connected. I'm going to neaten up these wires a little bit, and I'm going to screw this top down right here and use the same method. Sink the screws down, make it nice and neat. So let me go do that. Okay, we've got everything connected. We've got our top screwed down with the screws, as I mentioned. I've got my potentiometer up here, and I've got it aligned so it goes at the 7 o'clock position and roughly the 5 o'clock position. It's really just a fine adjustment for this meter anyway. So this is now solid, one piece, connected. Everything's safe. Nothing's touching the chassis. And now we're gonna start working underneath and get all that wiring done. So we've made some progress today. Next thing to do is going to be to mount the frequency counter, and we're going to do that real simple. We're just going to drill a few holes right here, and we got these standoffs already. I'm going to use a little bit longer ones. I have some longer standoffs, and we're just going to mount it right to the chassis like that. So that's going to be the project for tomorrow. So anyway, let me tell you about my trip. So I was in Aruba for 11 days. Aruba is a beautiful place if you've never been there. It's a Caribbean island, no poverty. It's really, really nice. It's Dutch. Excellent food, excellent beaches, excellent wind. Trade winds blow all day long. And I went there for 11 days with Linda and my dad. Met some cousins there, and then my sister-in-law was there the last couple of days. And I had a really good, relaxing time, and of course back to work this week. So that's where I've been, and now I can work on this and get this going. I was thinking about this all week, trying to wish I could be working on it, but vacation is good too. So I'm going to put this video up. It's a short little video for today, but we've gotten some good progress here. This box is all mounted, and everything's going to work really, really well now at this point. And we just got to do a couple of other things. And then on the next video underneath, we're going to be putting in the new resistors. And if you recall, I was having a problem with these voltages with the 300 volts right there, B+, and I was also having an issue with this 167, and I determined that I need a 2K resistor here, and I also need to put another 1.5K there. And the same thing is true here, so I'm putting a 10K and then a 1.5 along with it. And that brings me where I need to be with these voltages. So that'll be for tomorrow. I'm going to experiment one more time with gator wires before I solder everything in. And then I have to go underneath and lead dress everything, and we'll be close. The only thing that's going to be left to do is to install the input jack. And you know, I have to drill a bigger hole here, and that input jack has to be isolated from the chassis as well. And I'm probably going to put some RCA jacks in there as well. John suggested that I do that, so probably going to do that too. That'll be for this weekend. So anyway, that's it for today. Good to be back, everybody. I appreciate you coming back and watching the videos. I know it's been a long time. I'm trying to catch up on all of yours. Slowly but surely I'll get there. And that's about it. All right, take care, folks. Have a great Friday night.